Welcome back to another episode of New Ground. This is AGDAILY's video show that looks at everything that's fun, fresh, and fantastic about agriculture during the past week. My name is Ryan Tips, and I'm the editor of AGDAILY. And just like last week, I'm coming at you from AGDAILY's mobile headquarters, let's call it that. Fittingly, the tailgate of a pickup truck. So if you have an appetite for ag news, let's see what everybody was gobbling up this past week. Just like last week, we're going to start things off with FFA. On Wednesday, the National FFA Organization and the National FFA Foundation named Scott Stump as CEO of both organizations. Stump is a small Colorado rancher, and he's got a long background in agriculture and in ag education, not to mention having been an FFA member himself. Stump's supposed to start his duties on June 21st of this year. Congratulations on the new job, Mr. Stump. Early this week, people were fired up about the 2020 decision to remove the gray wolf from the Endangered Species List. Environmental groups, animal rights groups, they were all clamoring in California and even filed motions in court to prevent the animal from being removed from that list. However, farmer and advocacy groups have long said that gray wolf populations have rebounded, and there are growing concerns that cattle and other livestock are being targeted by gray wolf populations and are being killed or otherwise attacked, causing serious economic hardships on these farmers. Gray wolves have been on the Endangered Species List since 1974, and since then their populations have rebounded about 300%. Of course, hunting wasn't allowed during that time, and now farmers and ranchers are looking for ways to keep populations in check and help control and protect their livestock. We'll keep 2 feet in the legal deep end here to talk about a recent federal court case. In it, the court had shot down a USDA provision that allowed for faster line speeds at federally inspected pork processing facilities. The provision had helped to modernize an inspection system that had remained unchanged for more than 50 years, while also helping smaller hog producers get their animals processed. However, the court ruling is expected to result in a 2.5% decrease in capacity at pork processing facilities, which basically will end up squeezing out a lot of the little guys. In the end, the National Pork Producers Council is hoping that the USDA will intervene on this matter. It's been hard to go even a day without mention of the pandemic creeping up into our news feeds or coming up in conversations between friends and colleagues. And animal rights activists have jumped on this trend too. They've used the bat coronavirus origin story as sort of a springboard to suggest that interactions with animals and coming into contact with animals in these kind of ways is inherently bad. They've also used it then to suggest that meat production is a negative thing and that it should be avoided. I mean, that's their shtick, right? It's to jump on the trends and to use it as a scare tactic against everybody else. In what could be a win for livestock producers and other responsible farmers and ranchers, Dr. Anthony Fauci stated this week that he's not convinced that the virus was a natural occurrence, meaning he still thinks there could be an artificial lab origin to it. A couple of days later, President Biden even pushed the intelligence community to dig a little deeper to find the real truth of where coronavirus began. While any conclusion to an investigation is a long way off, this goes to show that animal rights activists jump the gun at every opportunity to make farmers and ranchers look bad. From nutrition to climate concerns, the animal agri industry has always received a disproportionate amount of blame and bad press from those outside of agriculture. We'll wrap this up on the lighter side a little bit. The National Corn Growers Association has officially opened its 2021 Fields of Corn photo contest. In addition to the 6 standing categories, including growing field corn and farm family lifestyle and farming challenges, 2 new categories were added. Equipment, which of course are your tractors, trucks, combines, etc., and bird's eye view, perfect for all you drone photographers out there. Entries are being accepted through November 30th on the Fields of Corn website. Well, there you have it. That's the dirt on some of the biggest things in ag this past week. I know a lot of us are another week further along through planting. Some of us may be getting ready to cut some hay, and others, myself included, are probably getting ready to harvest some of our specialty crops. I myself am a garlic guy, and I'm looking really forward to that this year. please visit AGDAILY, check us out there. We've got new content every day, several times a day, and we hope that you check out our social channels as well. Thanks for watching. We are the information superhighway for your country road.